Good morning to everyone. Today is the Saturday, our training session, and every time I try to prepare something special for you. And yesterday, it reminded me about one training I made, I think 2 years ago at the very beginning. And we have a lot of new partners, and I feel that sometimes taking into account that most of our leaders in the team, they are not professional networkers, right? So sometimes they duplicate the behavior from Buzz John or something like that. And I wanted today to talk with you about, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Good. Sponsor value. It's not only about sponsor. This is about relationships. How to build the right relationships so that your business will grow very fast. I think it's important. I'm making recording, but it's important to each and every one to watch this training and to understand the role of sponsor and of the partner, because most of you, I think, already are sponsors, right? And if not, you will be sponsor. So you need to know your role and as a sponsor and your role as a partner. And when it will be implemented in your team, trust me, when we're talking about duplication, this will be the right duplication in your structure. Who is the sponsor? Let's talk about that. One of the advantages in our business, multi-level marketing industry, no boss-subordinate relationships. You have no boss. But anyway, there is a certain hierarchy. The partner standing directly above you is your direct sponsor. And this is the very person who invited you to this business. Do not forget to say thank you every day. Because the opportunity, I always think about my sponsor and I tell her, thank you so much that you thought about me that time when you joined. She joined APL Go 5 days before me, but it does not mean that I should avoid the right relationships between the partner and the sponsor. We were learning together. There is a great saying in network business. In life, there are only two people who are interested in your success, your mother and your sponsor, right? Sometimes your sponsor knows more than your mother. Sometimes it happens. Only by helping other people, you will receive rewards, you will receive bonuses, remuneration from the company. Once again, remember, this business is more about other people's success than yours. Sponsor's task is to provide you with information. Please be very attentive now to provide you with the information. Ask yourself a question. Do you provide with information your partners? The same moment you see the information from your upliner, from corporate office, do you provide your people at the same time with all the information necessary? If yes, why we have only 15 people today in Zoom? That's the question, right? To show the opportunities. What does it mean? Not everyone understands compensation plan from the very beginning. And sometimes it's very important to show your people the opportunities. Because when we announce promotion, it's not about to send your partner's poster. It's about to explain, to show how we can win here, right? To be near in a difficult moment. So if there are challenges in the group, it's not the time to be silent. It's not the time to stop communicating. you need to be always together, because only together we can overcome, to be able to find a solution. You know, I always tell, I'm a person of solutions. I do not like negativity. If there's something happened, always try to find the solution. The solution exists. You need just to do it together, to teach basics of a network system business. So taking into account that some of the leaders, they are really not networkers and maybe not enough knowledges, and the target and the task, so to say, of the sponsor is to teach your partners of network system business. And now, very attentive, sponsor has no task to do your business. We give you information, we give you opportunity. We are here in good and bad times to help you to succeed. But it does not mean we are here to build your business. We are all owners of our own business, right? The sponsor has the following obligations. If you are a sponsor, write down. If you're not yet a sponsor, also write down, because you will be a sponsor. First, be a leader for his or her distributors. You are a leader. Leader is not a person who just joined. Leader is a person, for me, the meaning of this word is much higher than you think. To motivate his or her distributors. Person participate in promoting distributors to success. So you need to motivate and promote and recognize them. For example, you have some achievements in your team. You as a sponsor, as a leader, should recognize them. You should not wait from the corporate office to recognize your people. You know them better. But it's very important to recognize. Be an example in corresponding to company standards and rules. So you cannot request from your partners what you are not doing. How you can make proposal if you are not doing what is necessary to do? Where will be the duplication in your structure if you are not doing the right things? If you are violating some rules, you cannot expect that your people will do everything right. Be responsible for transparency and ethics of the business. It's a very good question, you know, because sometimes, and I've heard a lot about transparency in South African market. And for me, transparency is honesty. But sometimes everyone would like to be transparent, to have ethics in business, but at the same time, not everyone is following this. So be sure, because everything will be duplicated in your structure. The sponsor will teach you how to develop this business, and you need to listen. You need to listen. It's not a question that you know everything. It's a question that every business is different. And if you had success, experience in other businesses, network marketing, it does not mean that you will be successful here, because our business completely differs from other businesses. The sponsor will always provide help and support you. Just please do not confuse support and help with anything else. If you need a nanny who will sit with you all the time, solve your problems, or even better, work for you, then network marketing is not the right place for you. Network marketing is responsibility. If you are a leader, if you are a sponsor, upliner, you need to take this responsibility. If you just joined the company and you think that your sponsor will do everything and will be here for you 24/7 and the business will grow, no. It's responsibility, as in other businesses. The only difference that in this business, you can sit on the sofa and build it. You do not need any buzz John. And all people who are surrounding you, they are interested in your success and they will help you. Here are some reasons when we're talking about communication and listening to the sponsor. First, if you have little knowledge and you want to study everything yourself, then you will spend a lot of time and efforts just going nowhere. With sponsor support, it would be much faster and more efficient. If you are doing something for the first time, and I know that some people joined us just because of the products, and when they see the opportunity they would like to do, but they have no experience, then it's very important to have your sponsor's mentorship. And you remember, we have access at least to 5 upliners who can mentor you. If you do not have good results yet, then without a sponsor, you will not be able to show real achievements and successes. Or it will take you much longer than it could. Is it clear? I just need to see your feedback, or maybe messages, or maybe you can open your mic. Is it clear for you what we're talking?
Yes,
Very clear,
Natalia.
thank you.
Thank you. Daily communication and work with your sponsor, always, it's my experience. When I take people who are bothering me every day, asking questions, doing, and according to the recommendations they are doing daily, I see the result. I know people in South Africa who has done it. Daily communication and work with your sponsor always lead very quickly to develop your own leadership qualities, because you are duplicating your sponsor. You are learning and you will implement the same knowledges in your structure, because you will always have an example to follow. How you can follow the good example if you are not in good relationships or in communication with your sponsor? Two main reasons to respect your sponsor. First, human relationships. You know, it's a question even not only about network marketing, because everyone loves to be respected. Show me the person who does not like to be respected. And they do not just love, both women and men and children simply need to be respected. But sometimes we want to be respected more. Respect is a feeling of reverence, recognition of the merits, high qualities of someone, confession, importance, significance, value, appreciation of something. And the best way to get people to respect you is to start respecting yourself. Interesting, right? I always recommend to go to the mirror and look, please. Boomerang effect. I love it because everything we are doing in this world has a boomerang effect. The boomerang effect in network marketing means that everything you do today will come back to you in the future from your structure. So when you are doing something, you remember, I said it many times, if you want to do something, it's about duplication. Ask yourself if these actions can be easily duplicated. If not, just not do it, do not do it. The same is here. Everything you do today will come back to you in the future from your structure. And it's not only about relationships. What are you doing will be duplicated by your structure. If you want or not, it doesn't matter. This is how the wonderful business works. Your current attitude towards a sponsor, whoever he or she is the attitude of your distributors to you. if you do not respect your sponsor, trust me, in the future, your partners will not respect you because it's like a copy paste. Your people will duplicate your actions. If you can allow yourself to not respect your sponsor, they will allow themselves to do it the same in the future with you. Next, errors. Let's talk about errors. 5 errors of subordination in network business. You know that we have code of conduct, we have leader code of conduct, we have a lot of information we gave you and a lot of information you can find in the back office. But please kindly ask you, be very attentive right now and listen what I'm talking about. Listen what I'm talking about. First error. To appeal to partners of another structure, bypassing the sponsor and leader of the structure. It leads to a decrease in volumes and revolutions. I am speaking about, because, you know, in your big African structure, you have a lot of different structures. And even if you have spillover and you are in one leg with different leaders, it does not mean this is your team. You have your own structure, starting from your personally enrolled. So by passing your sponsor or leader of the structure and trying to appeal to other partners in another structure will decrease in volumes, will decrease volumes of your team, and will create sometimes even revolutions. That's reality. It does not mean you should not communicate, no. Second, control the implementation of the task, not by those who set it. If a partner jumps from one leader to another, he will feel himself unnecessary, and very soon you can lose him. He will go to another company or stop working, forming a sad and bad opinion about you, company, and industry as a whole. So if you have a meeting, a target together with your partner, you are the person who needs to control it. Third, appeal to the management of the company or corporate office local without the consent of the sponsor. The company has a clear system of interaction with partners. It's not only about head office, any structure in the world, corporate structure. It is equal to unprofessionalism and disrespect. And sometimes, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. Many people are making this mistake. Being in the close circle of the management team is a privilege, not a general availability. Otherwise, another opportunity to stimulate a new member to growth is lost. So I think you need to read it once again. Because when we are speaking about respect, it's not only about sponsor, it's also about management team. All this information I'm giving you now, this is from the Go system of the company. We cannot provide you right now because a lot of information there. We cannot provide you with all the information because it's in Russian language, but step by step, it will be available. Fourth mistake, criticism of human qualities, partners, new members, but not the result of work. We are all different. And we are not $100 to be loved by everyone. What is important in network marketing is the result. That's why every month we'll recognize people who are top recruiters, top earners, and so on. The result. If there is no result, there is no turnover. If there is no turnover, there is no business. Network marketing should be emotionally enjoyable, comfortable, and conflict-free business so that it becomes not just a business, but a lifestyle. Think about that. Second error. I kindly ask you to be very attentive now because network business is a life. It's like a family. And maybe today, if you are new, you cannot understand the reasons. But in the future, when you have a big structure and you cannot control the right duplication there, it's important to start today. Fifth error is talking about the sponsor behind his or her back. Never allow yourself to do that. Even if you do not like your sponsor, in network marketing, it's prohibited. Partners and new members must clearly understand that this is unprofessional and spoils their credibility and relationships in their structure, and it will not help to their career in multi-level marketing. Is it clear?
Yes, sure. It is clear.
Yes, it is clear.
Thank you. Thank you. Your sponsor, let me accept people. Your sponsor, if you have constructive ideas, good ideas, proposals, then you can feel free to discuss them personally with your sponsor. It's not about creating the discussions with other partners and so on. Start always with your sponsor, because what do you think is good for you? It does not mean it will be good for everyone in the structure, because your sponsor also has strategy. Your sponsor is a resource instrument that helps to influence the entire structure. Use your sponsor correct, create correct ideas about sponsor, among others, and increase his or her authority. Otherwise, if you destroy reputation of your sponsor, you will not be able to use this resource. Never. Because you cannot just change the sponsor. You will lose it forever. Thank you. I see feedback in the chat. Thank you so much. Then, sponsor model, rule 1. 7 rules for successful work with your sponsor. Listen to it very attentively. First, listen to your sponsor. Trust me, as for me, I have no time to talk in vain. I have no time to give ideas, recommendations, blah, 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 if I am not sure it will work. I have no time for that. So if as a sponsor, I give an advice, I'm sure it will work. So listen to your sponsor. There are situations when those who have not done anything in this business yet begin to teach masters. Sorry, there are some mistakes in the text. I will improve them later. They start teaching masters simply because they want to show that, and I'm like this. Even if you think that everything is fine with you and you have the qualification of manager or even director rank, but you do not have relationships with your upliners, then tomorrow will not be as beautiful as it seems today. You must have the following attitude. I will do whatever you say. I will do whatever you say. In network industry, there is a saying. Normally, I translate it from Russian, but I love it very much. If the sponsor asks you to jump from the 9th floor, do not ask him why, but ask how many times. This saying describes the idea of listening to your sponsor. The worst words in network business are, I already know it. You cannot know. It's a new business for you. And if you see something new, learn. People do not go to trainings. People don't attend events and don't listen to sponsor. What is the result? 0 at work, broken plans and broken hopes. You remember I made a training for you, 7 things to become millionaire. One of the things is to attend all events. It doesn't matter, training, presentation, online, offline, it's important. Distributors with this attitude begin to blame the company, begin to blame the product, environment, although only they themselves are to be blamed. That is why the first model's rule is to listen to the sponsor and follow his or her instructions. Is it clear?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your feedback.
Yep.
Next, second rule, constant contact. I cannot know what's going on there. I don't know how is your day to day. I don't know what is going on in your family, with your health. I cannot know. You need to be in constant contact with your sponsor. In the network business, there is a saying, a sponsor is for those who is bothering him or her. So if you're not calling me, it means you're okay. Bother your sponsor with questions, constantly ask for communication, and you will succeed. You and only you should initiate the call, not sponsor. If you are sitting and saying like, sponsor did not contact me 2 months, she or he is not interested in me, that's why I'm not succeeded, so that's why this, that's why that, no. You should initiate the call, not sponsor. Reasons to call a sponsor. First, it is more productive. The sponsor needs to make many calls. For example, as for me, I have almost 25,000 people in my structure, a lot of leaders with big qualifications. I have no time to contact everyone. The sponsor needs to make many calls, but you only need 1. The sponsor is always positive, so you can feed from your sponsor this positivity. Take it. For me, when I talk to my sponsor, I'm like, wow. When our president calls me, 3 months after that, I can run like crazy. The motivation, positivity. He never allows to talk about negativity, Once I wanted to say something which is I feel wrong, and he said to me, stop. I do not want to talk about negative things. He's a person of solutions. So the sponsor is always positive. This is a mutual motivation. Because if you think only partners need motivation, you're not right. Me too. I also need motivation. If there is a phrase from one of the partners, Natalia, thank you so much. Natalia, I will do tomorrow that. Natalia, I have a plan this. You know, I'm motivated. I say, oh my God, that's great. You made my day. Thoughts about your business become regular. Create this communication in your structure, because sometimes when people are not, your members are not communicating with you, and they go to social media, they see other projects, and they start thinking about everything but not APL Go. You need to create this. At the beginning of business, you need an external support against your own insecurity, laziness, and fears. Is it great? That's why normally we give 90 days to train our people to see the first results. And during these 90 days, stick to your sponsor. And you as a sponsor need to be sure that if within 72 hours from the beginning of your collaboration with a new partner, your partner did not call you, your partner did not ask for a three-way call, your partner did not ask any question, it's a sign, and not a good one. Third rule, open up in relationships. One of the most important rules in communication with your sponsor is openness and honesty. Your sponsor cannot find a solution for you if he or she doesn't know what's going on in the reality. Sit down at the, so to say, negotiating table, round table. Make a list of 5 upliners. Show your partner that he has or she has a support, even if you are busy. Solve the problem productively. You need to be sure that if your partner addressed to you, there should be a solution. You should not say, I don't know. You can do it if you don't know really, but you have another 5 upliners to find a solution, right? Tell the sponsor heart to heart, I have very big goals. I need this kind of support from you. I'm ready to provide a flow of people, but I need help. I need a connection with you on a constant basis. This will create the right relationships between you and your partner. And you can be sure the sponsor will do everything to make your business really fruitful, prosperous, successful, because you are a very important part of his structure. And you know, those people who are bothering me, really, they are very important part of my business. Honestly. Let's go further. Next rule, 4th rule. Do not let negative go down to your downline structure. I always tell partners, up, negative, up, positive, down. Negative. If you have negativity, it's about your sponsor. Call your sponsor, but never, once again, never spread the bad news in your structure. Never. It's a main, I think it's one of the main rules in network marketing. Positive down, negative up. Many distributors prefer not to discuss problems with their sponsors honestly. They let negative go down to their structure. They complain to their downline distributors or colleagues from other parallel structures. It's the biggest mistake which will lead to the loss of volumes in sales. But discussing negativity with people who are not competent in business matters, you risk getting bogged down in gossip and quarrels. Only sponsor. If you have something you're not sure, if you have information which can destroy your business, you should not discuss it with your downliners, with partners in your structure, or especially when we're speaking about different structures. Never. In addition, you are setting a bad example for your people. In the future, they will discuss your mistakes, not with you, but with other people. All your doubts, all your negative emotions should be discussed only with a sponsor, since it is he or she who is the most interested, including economically, financially, in your success, which guarantees access to positive ways of solving problems. Sometimes when I call my sponsor with a problem and they say, you know, I cannot manage it, I don't know what to do. Sometimes she knows better because she had an experience and she can say, oh my God, forget about that. And she explains me what to do and how she solved the same problem. Or she gives me the idea how to do. And, you know, I said, like, if I would tell my partners about that before I talk to my sponsor, I can lose the whole structure. Is it clear?
Yes, Natalia.
Yes,
it's
Natalia.
clear.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The fifth one, the fifth one, I love it. Improve your character. If something goes wrong in your relationships with a sponsor, the only way is to find the reasons in yourself, and only in yourself. We are all different, I understand, but we are welcome to network marketing. If you do not like the sponsor, if you're unhappy and feel bad from him or her, my congratulations. Fate has given you a unique opportunity to improve your character. To create good relationships with anyone, sponsor, family, friends, the only right way is to look into, to search and eliminate the reasons in yourself and only in yourself. You can change the sponsor, you can find new friends, new husband, wife, you can, I don't know what, you can run away from everything in this world, which begins in convenience, only not from yourself. You cannot run from yourself. To solve the problem of good relationships with others, you just need to be honest with yourself. Each person knows the cause of all his or her problems, and only he or she diligently hides them under beautiful titles, clothes, jewelry, cars, etc. For me, I think this rule is very, very important. Sometimes even me, I feel that I need to be honest with myself. If I'm doing mistakes, I do not try to find problem with these people. I always ask myself what I've done wrong. I try, first of all, to understand if the reason is me, really. It's easier to cover the rubbish with a beautiful carpet than to remove it. Only from this, it will not go anywhere and will still crawl to the surface over time. Be honest with yourself, look for reasons in yourself, improve your character, and not complain about others. Good advice, and your life will change. Everything in the world ends up fair. I love these examples. I love this rule. And sometimes we try to hide from understanding that most of the problems are here, right? Next rule, organize your communication. You know, it's really important. You should do it from the very beginning when you start building new relationship with your partner. To make your relationship with your partner productive, effective, it is important to organize your communication correctly. What does it mean? This organization includes moral support of the distributors at the beginning when member receives the largest number of rejections, no's. So you need to be there for your partner as a sponsor. Analysis of the meetings. So every face-to-face meeting or presentation, if there is a no, there is a rejection, you need to analyze what was the reason of this rejection. Because you remember many times I told you, it's very important to organize the only simple things can be duplicated. And when we are recruiting a new person, we need to create the right system of recruiting in order to avoid no for 3 questions. Is it easy? Can I do it? Can I make money doing it? And if you are if you make it very difficult for implementation, so to say, or let's say, you remember I told sometimes you are making presentations yourself, but that's not right. You need always to use the third party who will make presentation and who will close the deal. You understand? Let me check. I see people who are talking. Okay. Here. The availability of a sponsor so that the new members knows he can call and ask questions, including about reaction of people, about rejection received, about difficulties. So always be there for your partners. But you cannot do it if you did not organize this process. In order to get all these elements, you need to agree with the sponsor the ways you will communicate. First, what is easier? By phone, via WhatsApp, Zoom, face-to-face. For example, it doesn't matter it's network marketing or not. If I create new relationships, I tell people, you know, for me, it's better send me information in WhatsApp, because WhatsApp I'm controlling. If we're speaking Telegram, I have millions of group there. So sometimes I can miss the information. We have another source of communication, Viber. Do not like, because so you need to find the best solution. You cannot dictate to your partner and say, let's do it only there. But this partner, he said, I do not use this messenger and so on. So find a messenger you will communicate in. Then agree on the time. Every day, week, month, what are you going to do? For example, with some leaders, we have weekly meeting every Monday. For example, 9 a.m. we have 1 hour and we discuss how this week was for, but if it's about your first level, it's about daily communication. If this is not your first level, but second, third, and so on, and you see the leader, you need to agree once a week. Once a week, you have 1 hour to discuss all issues, all problems, all achievements. It's important. This is a business of communication and relationships. What time of the day, right? What will be discussed during each communication? Because just to talk about the weather, it's okay, but you need to plan. And who will make the records? This part of relationships with sponsor is very important. Make notes now. Make a list of people you are communicating in your structure. your first level, those leaders who are in downline, and organize what we were talking about today. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, Natalia.
Thanks.
Yes,
Seven,
Natalia.
thank you. Thank you, Winnie. Seventh rule. Seventh rule. Be happy that you have a sponsor. Not everyone have. In fact, your sponsor is one who gave you opportunity to earn. Therefore, it is extremely important to strictly and correctly fulfill your duty. You need to understand that your sponsor is the most important person in your organization today and tomorrow, because you are building an affiliate business and this is your turnover, this is your structure, these are your paychecks. And your sponsor is the person who is your navigator. You know, like in a car when you're driving, your navigator tell you, in 5 kilometers, turn left. And you need to do it because there is no other way, right? Is it clear for you?
Yes, it is
Yes,
clear.
Natalia.
Yes, Natalia.
Yes, it is clear.
Thank you. Your sponsor has the same strong impact on building your business. That is why there is no chance for mistake. You need to be friends with your sponsor. Either the sponsor become a second mother if this is a woman. Normally it's like that. Or a faithful friend and an advisor to whom you want to cling to and find out everything that your sponsor knows to grow up to his or her level. We try to find people we want to be like them. We try to find these people and surround ourselves with those successful people to take the information, to use their knowledges and so on. But sometimes we do not understand that the sponsor is this person. If it happened you are without a direct sponsor, he or she left structure or stopped communicating with you, go further. In any network structure, you will find a person who will be happy to help you. Seek support from leaders or higher levels, as we told, 5 levels, and your activity will be rewarded with practical advices, moral support, and sincere concern for your business. You know, I think most of potential, I don't know, partners who joined this business and could be successful failed just because they have no relationships with sponsor, or they have bad relationships with sponsor. I know many professional network marketers who are 7 figures or 8 figures earners, and their sponsors, you know, like, I'm shocked because the relationships with the sponsors are so respectful. That's why they have a really great duplication in the structure and could build the team with hundreds of thousands of people. So let's list once again the 7 most important rules sponsor model. Listen to your sponsor. Keep constant contact. Open up in relationships. Do not let down the negative up, positive down. Improve your character, organize your communication, date, time, and so on, messages. Be glad that you have a sponsor. So everyone who plans to become a great leader in the future must learn to build a relationship with their sponsors on respect and trust from the very first day. Remember one more important thing. The sponsor goes to the one who bothers him or her. I always tell my partner, bother me, call me, write me, tell me, I'm here to help. Some can have a feeling, I will not bother my sponsor with my small problems, he's so busy. I'm not speaking about jumping over the head of your sponsor. And for example, my 5th level will call me directly with a problem, bypassing his or her sponsor. If your upliners are all busy or you cannot find them, that's the right way to contact me. But even your small problems are also my problems, because if you cannot solve it, you cannot go further, right? It is not right. You have to bother your sponsor because he or she is interested in your business. Cut off shyness, get involved in the business, and be in touch with your sponsor. And remember that your paycheck is an indicator of how many people you have helped to change their lives. I really hope today's training was useful for you, and you will use this information and you will share this information with your structure. And from today and on, you will create right relationships with your sponsor, and your partners will create right relationships with you. Was it useful for you?
It was useful in Cape Town.
Very
Yes, it was
useful,
very
Natalia.
useful for me.
It was very useful,
Thank you.
Mommy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, according to the request of many leaders, I don't know if you know or not, but yesterday it was announced a very interesting initiative for May month regarding ranks qualifications. Did you know about that? Please, hands up who knows. I want to see. Who knows about this incentive? Yesterday it was shared. Your hands. Mina knows. Who else? Only Mina. I cannot.
I know, but I cannot see my hand.
I know.
Else.
It's in the chat, Natalia.
Chat. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Anna. No. Connection is not stable. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Sivuile, good. Jane also got it yesterday. Good, Jane. Cape Town knows. If Cape Town knows, it means it will be successful. Okay, so as I understood, there are questions about this promo. Do you need any clarification about incentive? Tell me, please, what's bothering you and what questions you have so that I will create the right explanation for you right now.
Yes, Natalia.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that you mentioned that it's not about status, it's about qualification. Can you explain that, please?
Okay, perfect. I saw there were many mistakes. You need to understand that there is a huge difference between statuses and qualifications. What does it mean, statuses? Statuses: promoter, associate, builder, mentor, VIP, diamond. These are statuses you can buy with products, right? Ranks or qualifications is your career. So making your ranks up, ranking up, we can do only creating additional volume in our PayLex. So statuses open the opportunities to earn more, open the door, but ranks and qualifications, they give you money. This is your group bonus. Making a rank, you have more bonuses, more levels, so to say, not bonus, more levels of, so to say, matching group bonus and so on. You have access, and you have this incentive is a better where you are today. You can be promoted. You can
Sorry,
achieve.
Natalia, I don't know if it's me only, but you are breaking.
Sorry?
Yeah, the network is bad, Natalia.
Yes. I can't hear you.
Your network is bad. It's breaking up.
My network or Anna's network?
Yours, Natalia.
Your
My
network,
network.
Yeah,
Natalia.
also
Just a second, please. Just a second, please. I will check my network. It's good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know what's going on here. Stop sharing. Let me share once again. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can.
Okay, perfect. So if you didn't hear me good before, statuses starting from promoter till diamond. Qualifications, this is a career in the company. So you can be promoter, but during May month, you can reach qualification of managing director. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes.
So we are talking about ranks, qualifications in this incentive. How to make your rank? Open the compensation plan and you will find this table. So in order to achieve manager rank, you need to create with your team volume 250 PVs in the small leg within a month. For senior managers, 500. For directors, 1,250. For senior directors, 2,500. For managing, 5,000, and for directors, 12,500. I see hand. Open your mic. Can you hear me, leaders? Because I see hand, but...
Yes, we can hear you, Natalia.
So I see who is there with hand. Let me check. Huawei Nova Y70 Plus. Who is that? Okay. Then later. Good. So reaching the rank manager at the end, in the middle of June, I see it after before the 16th of June, you will receive 600 rands or equivalent 30 euros in your back office. For senior managers, 1,000 rands or 50 euros also in the back office. Can you hear me? My connection is making me flames. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's
You are loud
breaking
and
up now and
clear.
again, but we can hear you.
Okay, I will try to make it. Director, 100 euros or 2,000 rands. Senior director, 150 euros or 3,000 rands. Managing director, 500 euros or 10,000 rands. And for corporate director, additionally to your income, because making these qualifications rank, you will earn money and quite a lot of money. And you will have for corporate additionally 1,000 euros or 20,000 rands. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Natalia, it's very clear.
Good.
So
Mina?
we have,
Yes,
I have
Anna,
questions.
tell me.
I have questions from people who joined the business like maybe 2 days ago or 3 days ago. They don't have a small leg or a big leg. Can you please explain as well how those people can achieve these ranks?
No problem. So when you see that you need to create 250 in your pay leg, it means you need to have the same, at least the same volume in your big leg, right? To have a cycle. You understand, right? Anna?
Can you explain again, Natalia?
So you have two legs in this business, in binary, two legs. One will be always big, one small. To create 250 in small leg, it means you have a volume in the big leg. If you have no volume, you need to create 250 right, 250 left. Is it clear?
Perfect, I hear you.
Perfect, thank you, Mina.
I just wanted to also make it clear that each person, whether they need to have their binaries open or not, like you just explained now, they must make sure that each leg has the 250 in order to qualify.
And you know, it's a good, it's a creating a very good duplication in your structure. You take a new person and you help, you calculate, promoter is 40 PV. So please task for number one, number two, two legs. First partner, second partner. You need to make 40 left, 40 right, 40 left, 40 right. Those who came the same, invite two. And all together, because rank is not about you. It's about the team. You will never rank up without team. Yes, of course, you can invite two diamonds, left and right, 1,200, 1,200, and automatically you will be director. But rank up only with a team. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Perfect. Any other questions? If I rank up, say 3 times, am I going to receive the reward from each rank or just the last one? Why you want to rank up 3 times? If you ranked up within 3 days to a manager, then your next target is to rank up to senior manager, so that at the end of the month, you will have, let's say, senior director or managing director or even corporate director qualification. It is paid for the maximum qualification you achieved within a month. Clear? Loretta? Loretta, can you hear me?
Her network, it's not good at all, Natalia.
No problem. I see the answer in the chat. She answered. Thanks. Thank you
Yes.
for the great question. I didn't think like that. Normally, we're speaking about maximum achieved within a month. Thank you. Questions? Leaders, if there are no questions, let's go to work and let's have these days very productive. If you will have any questions regarding this promo, do not hesitate to contact your sponsor, and your sponsor will contact, and so on, so on. You know now how to work with sponsors, right? And if it will come to me, I will explain everything. Good?
Thank you, Natalia.
Thank you. Wish you a very, very productive and effective day. Thank you.
Thank you very, very
Same
much
to
for
you.
your
Thank
time.
you. Same to you.
Hello.
Thank